Welcome back to another night. Got a little bit more done on the taillights. And of course it's fucking raining like a son of a bitch outside. So, this is all we have to do today. We got passenger side fiberglass in. We have the driver's side over there half mocked up. We still have to pull everything apart, so let's get to it. So this is the driver's side. We still have to cut up here, but you know, the mold fits inside the back of the lens and everything. I mean, we still have some trimming to do and shit before we fiberglass it all into the lens itself to make it one big unit again. Granted, it's only going to be to here, but taillight pulls out from the back of the housing, so this was the first mold we made for the driver's side for the back of the housing. So, I mean, we still have trimming to do on this, but pretty good for the first part of the stage, because we still have to put the 3 bolts in the back of this, and then fiberglass them in with extra strength, and we're going to do, was it like a meshing fiberglass in with it, just to give it a little bit more stability to hold the bolts, because we're going to use a big flat base washer on the bottom of the bolts, so it stays in the back of the mold for mounting purposes. So that is pretty good so far. It's nice that I don't have to really modify the lenses that much to get them to fit back in the location. Granted, there's a lot of trimming what needs to be done on these. I mean, not bad for the first time cutting a set of taillights up for making custom taillights out. But we did add, on the side of the marker, 2 LED strips inside for a side blinker marker underneath the reflector, so that will blink when the blinker up top is hopefully. So this is the passenger side, so we'll get this one all on tape and pull the mold off. Try to get as much of the aluminum foil out from underneath it. So, got the mold pretty much clean for the inside. Because the temperature is colder now. You know, it's 30 degrees out at night, maybe 50 in the daytime, low 40s, 30 degrees, depending on the day and the weather. Fiberglass is going to be a pain in the ass if you're doing certain kind of mold. This particular style where you're doing your backing and trying to do a release without all the different chemicals what you use for plug molding and shit, either way it doesn't matter. If it's below 60 degrees in your shop or outside and it's cold at night and you're letting this shit set up, anything you have on the inside of what you're molding over is going to be tacky. It will cure, but you have to pull everything off by the next day, and so it can air dry the rest of the way with some heat on it, because you got to get it above 60 or 65 depending on the resins you're using for the different states you're in. You got to look the guidelines up on all the different chemical mixes. My experience has been once it gets cold, you're going to have problems. You got to add extra hardener to get the stuff to cure quicker so it puts off the heat, so the backside nice and dry, but this inside piece is all tacky. Sometimes that's just the best you're going to have for the way your cold shop is going to be, no matter how much heat you have in it. Unless you have a good $1,000 fucking shop, alright, yeah, you have it insulated, you don't have to worry about it. You backyard fucking fabricators, you know what I'm talking about. This shit's fun, but can be a pain in the ass. So, we'll let that dry. And then we can start on that one for making the bolts, inserts, and everything. And get the driver's side quarter cut out for the mock-up for the tail light so we can place the bolt holes where they need to be. But this is the passenger side, so this one needs to set up before we can do this one completely, before we can trim it and everything. Like I said, this shit sticky. Doesn't matter what side of this tape it is, both sides are sticky as fuck. So, while this one is drying up, we gotta cut that back corner out anyway, so I guess we should move the car forward a little bit more so we have some room behind the car. It is tight quarters behind this goddamn thing against the wall. So, I guess next we might as well just move this thing fucking forward, so do we drive it? Of course, I don't know if the brakes completely work yet. I know I have to leave the back brakes, but should we air it up and drive it forward and then go from there? I mean, we only have to go a couple of feet. Maybe we'll just drive it forward. I guess you guys will like that. Alright. Let's get the car compressor turned on. Inside. Oh, see that one. That one. Air compressor is on. Oh, we'll get the car aired up. Then we can move it. Whew. Hopefully the battery has enough juice in it. Guess we'll see here shortly. Could be the first time moving it. Get some of this swept out of the way. Alright, so start her up and see if she'll move. This should be fun. Alright, so she started up, so we've got to find something to sit on in there. I guess this will do. I think that'll be good. Sounds pretty good. All the gauges are still working. Temperature is starting to come up on the car. All this is working. Compressor just kicked off. Let's see if the radio's gonna work. Should. I'll figure it out. Ah, there we go. So now we have enough room back here to get our taillights in and everything. I don't have to be so crammed up against this wall because it's like right there. It's so annoying. But now we have room. She moves. Doesn't want to really stop. Definitely got to bleed the brakes the rest of the way. So we'll definitely be next getting that done. So till then,